Yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less.
I'm out my mind, I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm tryna. I'm off both for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. In motion, Julius Thomas. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a second down run for Murray. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in the pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. It's brought in by Doxson. The gain of 39 that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Newton steps away to his left. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depends on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Rivera. Touchdown, Broncos. Michael Rivera, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here's Ryan to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now West. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Hey, let's go. Gun.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tied in. And it's second down. To throw again. Ryan. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Newton. He hits West underneath. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it with West. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. On first down, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They go play action with Ryan. Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 46.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Play action. Ryan. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now they run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play action. It's Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. In motion left is Perriman. They go play action now. Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do in certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. In motion, Hill. Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Collins. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. From the 50, Newton. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. To throw on second down is Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Welcome back now to Denver. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Mixon, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is West. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down following the run. Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a toss. This is West. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Both the run and pass still in play here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Charkandrick West, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They run with Perkins. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's West. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Alec Ogletree. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now it's Newton. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Newton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. He's going to air one out. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They begin here with a run by Wentz. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Newton with his first throw in OT. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. A give to the fullback on the dive. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a 43-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good and over.
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Go wise.